Coach Skipper.
Morning, Ben.
A couple things for you. First, just kind of nuts and bolts injury updates. Obviously, Nico came back, but I know sometimes adrenaline can get you through that thing, and then it kind of seizes up on you later. Did he come out of that all right?
So today's a major day for us as far as treatment and rehabbing and getting MRIs and all that type of stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. We're in that process. Saw everybody yesterday with the meeting. Guys were sore, which understandable, but we'll have more of an update after we see the guys later on this evening.
And then, so does that mean that he's getting an MRI, or you just mean for the whole team?
I'm talking the whole team.
Okay. And then last part on the injury update, and then I got one more thing. Anthony and Javian on the radio broadcast said they, were kind of out at the end of the game. Was that true? And what's their status?
They got dinged up as the game went on. Both guys kind of got rolled up on, kind of unfortunate, and they weren't able to keep on going at the end of the game. So we'll see. They're in the same boat. I mean, I won't know totally until tomorrow, see who can go and who can't and all that type of stuff and how severe things are. But we are dinged up. I mean, we just played 4 games in a row. This will be the 5th. So we'll see what it is. It all comes with the game. And I don't want to speculate on anything right now. I just want to get more information.
And then my question is, what's the biggest upset you've ever been involved in pulling off, either as a player or a coach? What were kind of the circumstances? How did it come about? And what did it feel like once you did it?
You're putting me on the spot here. My freshman year we played Hawaii, okay, who hadn't won a game in forever, and they upset us. They beat us over there on the Rock in Hawaii. The next week, so we had to fly to Hawaii, play Hawaii, get beat up, and then we had to go back and play on a Saturday against Air Force, which Air Force was like ranked, I think, number 15 in the country. Really good team. I think it was Bo Morgan was the quarterback. But we played them at Air Force. They were rolling, and we found a way to go get that thing done. For me, as a young guy, as a freshman, to play in that game and to see how we dramatically changed our work ethic and everything during practice and our mindset to get ready to go play an option team, which you don't practice for except for the week of the game. And for us to go out there and beat them at their place, it was a packed sellout crowd, everything, all the Air Force people were there in uniform and everything. And for us to go pull that game off, that was huge.
So you've kind of already done it this year once, I guess, at least with the betting line against Penn State, right? So does that help you going into a situation like Indiana on Saturday?
I don't really think anything from the past is going to do anything for this game. I'm one of those people that thinks every single game has its own history, its own identity. So we're going to have to go out there, we're going to have to play Bruin football, and we're going to have to win the situations. There's always going to be critical situations come up. We're going to have to win those situations. I think the most important thing leading up to the game is how we're going to practice this week. We need to have a good week of practice and be ready to go.
Ben Royer, LA Daily News.
Good morning, Coach Skip.
Morning.
2 questions. First is, looking back at the film, was there anything that you didn't notice live during the game that might have, inferred something over the last, 48 hours?
I would say this. Our run game, it felt like as I was watching the game, it felt like we were just we weren't getting a lot of push, we weren't moving it that well. But as you watch the film, we were running pretty well. I think we had 193 yards rushing. We had some yards after contact and things like that, had a couple explosives. Just the feel from the sideline compared to when I watched it was just completely different. So that's the first thing that would stick out in my mind.
And then secondly, I feel like special teams, kind of an underrated unit on Saturday. Will Carroll got multiple punts within the 10, Carter Shaw downing multiple of them. Can you talk about how important it is to get those little victories and moments like that?
Oh, yeah. Like I say, every play matters. And special teams, to me, has been very consistent all year long. I think our coverage units are really, really good. Our kickoff team's doing a great job. We're tackling people inside the 20 often whenever it gets returned. Our guys buy into what we're doing. I think Bailey McElwain does a great job with that. It has great meetings, and it carries over to the field and explaining the details and the why behind our system and why we're doing things. Special teams is so week to week because everybody does different stuff. So you have to adapt and overcome a lot of different formation situations and things like that. And I'm very pleased with how the special team's been playing.
Dave Woods, Bruin Report Online.
Morning, Coach.
Morning.
A couple of questions. First, so there were a couple of, I think, calls that went against you guys that were maybe phantom calls or anything. Did you see anything on those? I think it was the block in the back on Quasi, and then there was a hold late. Did you see anything on those that would have implied a foul? And did they say anything to you during the game about what was going on those calls?
And with officiating, you know, there's a lot of judgment calls out there. They don't care if I agree or disagree, really don't. So all I kind of want is an explanation. Give me an explanation, and we have to move on to the next play. That's really what it all comes down to. Judgment, everybody has their own judgment and opinions on things. I just preach to the team and the staff. We always have to overcome and adapt. That's no matter. The calls could go our way. They could go against us, whatever it is. We need to overcome and adapt and get ready for the next play. And that's basically how it all went down.
And then, so with that, I mean, obviously there were a lot of calls that were both, justified or not. And then there was just a lot of stuff kind of going wrong during that game. To show that resilience, kind of a different way of winning than the last couple. What does that say about kind of the growth of this team's mental and kind of mindset?
Definitely. I think it was huge. I think we needed this test. I think it happened for a reason. We needed to be in a close ball game and see if we had enough belief and strain to figure out a way to just have one more point than the other team has. And that's exactly what we had. We went up there at the end and they drove it down and tied it up. And then we had a gut check and we had to do a 2-minute drive with only like 40 seconds, I think it was, on the clock to get in the field goal range. And we ended up almost scoring a touchdown out of that thing. And then to nail that field goal was awesome. Just so happy and pleased with our guys, the way we fought. And every single play matters, we always preach, but literally it did in that game. And we do 2-minute stuff every Wednesday at practice. So for that to pay off for us, that was huge. It's just validation that what we do at practice is working.
Let's go to Tracy McDaniel from On3.
Hey, Skip. Thanks for taking the time. Just a few things from me. First, a follow-up on, the calls that went against you. Have you guys formally submitted anything to the league office?
Every week we submit. So we definitely submit, and then the league office does what they do with it. They kind of just give you explanations to what happens.
Okay. And then, you mentioned earlier some of the explosive plays. Titus in particular, when you look at, the numbers, his yards after the catch, I believe he had 39. No other receiver had 10. What was he specifically able to do against that, those Maryland defensive backs? It seemed like most of the other positions, they were right there making a shot.
I'm
Coach,
sorry, your question is breaking up on me.
Coach, I think he was asking about Titus.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Asking about
it was yards after the catch.
Yards after the catch for Titus.
Yeah.
So Titus, he did a good job of finding holes within zone coverage. So he was sitting down in a lot of spots where they were pretty sticky coverage on our other guys, and then he was sitting there in these little holes, and we were able to find him. And then he does a great job after he catches it of getting vertical. He does a really good job of that. I always tell him that. So he's just a crafty receiver. He when you zone coverage against him, he's going to find the little holes. He sits down in there, and then he makes the most of it after the catch. So he did a really good job in the game. He also had a really good kickoff return because they spray the ball in different places. So we had guys back there able to be ball handlers and return it. And so I think all-purpose yards, he had like 156. So a very good game by him. I hope I answered your question correctly. I didn't completely hear it.
We'll go to Jordan Mendoza, USA Today.
Good morning, Coach. How's it going?
Good morning.
Wanted to ask, I know before last week's game, you had like almost a call to action for the students and for the crowd to, show up at the Rose Bowl. Wanted to ask what your thoughts were on just, that vibe and energy that you saw going through the Bruin Walk and in the Rose Bowl itself. It seemed like there was a more like, optimistic, positive vibe from the fan base. And I was curious to see what you felt on your end.
Yeah, we felt the excitement. The whole entire team did. I'll tell you what's big time is when you look in the end zones and you can see people right there behind the goalposts. I think that is huge. It was packed house down there. Making plays. You could hear the crowd erupting. Execution fuels emotion. I thought it was wonderful. Like you said, it all started when we did the Bruin Walk. There was people out there, people yelling people's names and clapping and cheering. I mean, it was awesome. I think we could just keep on building from that thing, and it'll get better and better as we keep going.